here is the news beat. The Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sunday Kelvin Aneke, has said that effective civilian harm mitigation enhances operational precision, accountability, and mission success in military operations. Speaking at the Nigerian Air Force maiden seminar on civilian harm mitigation and response CHMR for strategic level officers in Abuja, the Air Chief stressed the need to balance mission objectives with the protection of civilian lives and property. In a statement signed by the Director of Public Relations and Information, Nigerian Air Force, Air Commodore Eminem Ejodam Aneke described the seminar as a major step towards strengthening professionalism, accountability, and operational effectiveness within the service. He said the NAV remains committed to institutionalizing civilian and mitigation across all levels of its operation, noting that maintaining public trust is critical to achieving lasting operational success. According to him, civilian protection is not a limitation on military effectiveness, but a framework that promotes informed decision-making, operational discipline, and strategic legitimacy. Also speaking, the Chief of Civil Military Relations, Air Vice Marshal Edward Gabwet, said modern military operations requires a careful balance between mission accomplishment and humanitarian consideration, particularly in areas where civilians are present. The seminar brought together senior military officers, security stakeholders, civil society groups, journalists, and experts to discuss best practices and practical approaches to minimizing civilian harm while maintaining operational effectiveness. Human rights organization Amnesty International has warned that Nigeria's continuous failure to halt the abduction of school children and teachers putting the education of an entire generation at risk. The organization, in a statement, said repeated attacks on schools and mass kidnapping across several parts of the country have exposed serious shortcomings in effort to protect children and guarantee access to education. In a related development, human rights group Amnesty International has condemned the violent disruption of peaceful protests in Ibadan, Oyo State, calling on authorities to investigate the incident and bring those responsible to justice. In a statement on Thursday, Amnesty International said a group of individuals allegedly sponsored to disrupt the demonstration attacked protesters who were demanding an end to persistent abduction of school children across Nigeria. And on the foreign scene, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security says 110 Nigerians are among 355 West Africans listed for deportation under its West African Operation Watch. DHS published names and photos of all 355 Nigerians tops the list, and of course followed by Liberia with 94. The others violated U.S. immigration laws through visa overstays, unlawful entries, and residency issues. And in entertainment, popular Nigerian gospel musician Yinka Alashowori also publicly apologized to Nigerians over remark on the abducted school children in Oyo State. Reacting to the development in a video, Alashowori, who noted that the government is working on the children's release, urged Nigerians to support President Bola Tinubu and the security agencies with prayers. Following his remarks, many users, including celebrities, took to social media to call the singer out and criticize her for not being realistic, insisting that security requires decisive government action rather than religious appeal. Reacting to backlash, the singer, in a new video on Wednesday, tendered a public apology to Nigerians. And in sport, Nigeria played out a 2-2 draw against Poland in an international friendly on Wednesday night after conceding a late equalizer. The Super Eagles under coach Eric Charles took the lead in the first half through Trey Murphy, who was set up by Moses Simon. Poland leveled just before halftime when Kepa Pulisic scored from a corner. Of course, and Paul Anuochu restored Nigeria's lead in the second half with a penalty, but Premslo Winitsky struck late from outside the box to make it 2-2, beating goalkeeper Maduka Okoye. Charles said the match was part of effort to test new players while Poland are using the friendlies to prepare for the 2026 FIFA